All right, C Hood, how's it going?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Man, that's what's up, man. Glad to have you here, man. You got an extensive history in the part of Chicago that is most connected to the drill scene, and you're an older guy from over there, man, and you've seen a lot, went through a lot, man, and I think it's dope that you're coming on here and sharing your perspective of everything that happened.
Oh, for sure, man. Most definitely, man. I appreciate the opportunity for being able to even come on Cam Capone.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. Glad to have you, man. Well, can we get a little bit of background on you? You know what I'm saying? Like, where'd you grow up, and how did you eventually end up in, the drill scene or around the drill scene?
All right, man. I'm from Chicago, from the low end. I was born at Michael Reese Hospital. I plugged GD from 35th and Federal. That's the project, statewide projects. So I was running with the guys in the projects on 35th and Federal. And then my OG moved to the suburbs. And I started meeting niggas around there. Like, my OG moved to the suburbs when I was like 13. So I used to be from the projects on out to the suburbs, rocking and rolling. Because there was a lot of guys in the suburbs that was moving, coming from the city, because they mamas had Section 8 and vouchers and stuff like that. So I used to be back and forth from the suburbs to the city, going back and forth, moving all around through there.
What age were you when you jumped off the porch?
When I first started messing around and doing everything, I was like 11, 12 years old. Had older cousins doing dibbing and dabbing. I'm interested seeing what they doing. I ain't started really doing it and getting down till I was like 12, 13, 12 going on 13. That's when I jumped out and started doing what I was doing. Started running with who I was. It was already set. I knew who I was gonna run with, who I was gonna hang with, who I wasn't with, you know what I'm saying? And I seen it coming up already, who I was finna be up under.
Okay, so this was before it was 600 or Brick City. It was Hate 8.
Hate. A hate.
8 Hate, my
A
bad.
hate. The number 8 with the HATE, man. 58th, man. We they called it 58th because everybody in the hood hated 58th. They was rebellious. You feel what I'm saying? Like, under the act, like, it was structure going on with gang banging and all that stuff. It was structure. And people wasn't trying to honor that. They was doing their own thing, being rebellious. So that what made me navigate and start rocking with them boys on hey 58. That's my block too. My block, my hood.
Okay, now what was going on during that time. This would have been before what drill fans would know as the war.
For
What
sure.
was things like. So this was, I want to take it the early 2000s, 2005 or something like that.
You talking about that? That's around the time you talking about. I know you talking about when the buildings was up and it was so much money going around there. It was structured. It was all this how they running around shooting people doing all that now, man. You can get yourself hurt doing that without permission. So I was in that area on 62nd, 61st and King Drive, the Calumet building right over, a block over, 63rd and Calumet, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of them guys, cool with them, rock and roll with them, man. So, but that happened later on in life as we got older, for sure.
Was it more gang banging back then, or was it more selling drugs back then?
Man, niggas was getting money, man. It was some hustling stuff going on. Gang banging went on, but it was when it was petty stuff. People, they knew who they wanted to shoot and kill. They wasn't standing shooting blocks away. People was running up doing what they was doing. So yeah, it's always been shooting and violence going on. It's always been going on. That's been in the midst forever. But more money wise was coming in. If you got shot or killed, it was probably a business move or something.
Okay, and so now, you know, I want to say 2009 rolls around, and this is kind of when the war jumps off and things start to heat up. What was going on with you at this time? What are your thoughts on everything going on? Because these are like, I remember you said your shorties. So these
Yeah,
aren't even
yeah,
the guys that came up under you.
yeah, for sure. All right, 2009. You know, the building it been gone, so everybody that was in the buildings or they navigated to the blocks. You know, not just from the Calumet building on 62nd. You had different projects all up on King Drive. You had 45th. You had 35th. You had 63rd. You had where Trench's News from. You had them there, all that stuff. It was going on like that. So it was different cliques up and down King Drive. And it used to be like paid in full before the violence and all this stuff, man. It was cars out there. You seeing the twins riding around in Bentleys and stuff. People was focused more on getting money in the hood, man. Like, and to tell you the truth, the BDs was rocking with Jaro, hanging with them, knew them, and all that stuff, man. So how it went and just transpired, I ain't see. It shocked me for it to go this way. But I understand that it's been a lot of violence going on. It's like an eye for an eye going on right now, heavy, rotating heavy out here.
Okay, you mentioned people being outside. You know, if you go back in the Google Maps and like you look around the areas like back in 2007, like there's people everywhere.
For sure.
All over the streets. And if you look at the current Google Maps, there's hardly anybody outside.
Man, Cam Capone, it was so much money rotating in the area just amongst just walking around. You could walk into money. It was money going on like that. Like, people had what they had going on, and it was a lot of movement with the cars, the females coming over there, the parties, and you know, it was always fun and cool to how it is now. Like, I go and hang and stuff, man. No, it be depression. Let's get out the hood, bro. Let's go do something else. I don't be wanting to hang in the hood. Nah, cause we ain't even got nothing. Ain't no stores open. You can't do nothing. What we hanging in the hood for? On everything. Every time I slide through the city, man, let's move around. Let's rotate.
Okay, now, so you're an older homie, man, you know, and things start getting wild. You know, what do you first see when this war force kicks off? What's the first thing?
Man, the first thing that kicked off when the is with this. Now look, right, Cam, you had O Block beefing with STL and Jaro, and you had 600 beefing with them same sets. This before they clicked up and started hanging. You see what I'm saying? People was doing their own thing, but they clicked up under the we beefing with the same people type stuff. That's a fact. It's already known on the internet, so you know what I'm saying? People started clicking up. But the first thing was Beans. Beans went to jail for this, man. He went and did a dub. Had to go do a dub for this. They slid on Jaro, and this when Gucci got hit. This everything known and everything. That's the first thing I seen for everything to start expanding and getting crazy on the scene. That's when it first started getting crazy. Cause them same people used to be shooting dice with each other and on the block. It was just crazy, man. So when it kicked off, it really kicked off. It wasn't no plan.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.